Welcome back to KLRU Studio 6A. This hour, our focus is on the special needs community, and our guest panelists are Key Richardson, Program Director for CASA of Travis County, Tanya Brown, Executive Director of Special Programs for Austin ISD, and Angie Tyler, Supervisor of Family and Juvenile Transition Services for the ARC of the Capital Area. Thank you for being here. So let's focus on the question specifically about your organizations and how teachers and programs from your organizations are prepared to teach or work with children with special needs.
At CASA of Travis County, we have volunteers who are trained by our staff to be assigned as guardian ad litem for children. All of these children have been removed or have been placed in foster care or alternate placement away from their families, away from their parents. And so the educational advocacy is a big part of the role of the volunteer. Mm-hmm. In fact, the appointment order that appoints the CASA as the guardian ad litem states that we're the educational advocate for the children. Mm-hmm. So quickly, these children have special needs, and quickly they're new to a school. We move to the school, find out what the special needs are, make sure the records from the prior school have been transferred, mm-hmm. Make connections with teachers and counselors, and when it's needed, set up special meetings to make sure the special services are in place. Mm-hmm. Now, I know we're going to talk about children with specific disabilities, and they do fall within the range of the children to whom we're appointed. Mm-hmm. But all of the children to whom we're appointed have experienced trauma and are reacting to that at the point when we come on the case. And so their special needs in terms of a smooth transition to their school is pretty critical.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
In Austin ISD, we serve approximately 8,500 students with disabilities or that require special education mm-hmm. services. And they would include students across a continuum, of course, of need. Our special education teachers are certified in the field of special education, mm-hmm. Which means that they are skilled in serving students with particular disabilities. They also now need to be highly qualified, and that highly qualified requirement depends on how they're serving students. We have some students who will access services through alternative achievement standards, and we have students or teachers who may be serving students who are accessing core instruction. Mm-hmm. And so the role of the teacher is really broadening now. Mm-hmm. And so we want to be sure that our teachers not only have those certifications and are highly qualified, but that they are able to expand outside of the realm of special education to serve students who are also accessing services within the general education population. Mm-hmm. And those connections, our teachers are aware not only of the academic need, but also that we have students who have other needs, crisis situations, mm-hmm. or different types of family lives. And so our role is so much more than just academic, but helping students in that social emotional range, and to be able to, advocate for themselves along the way. And so those are just some of the things that our teachers have to focus on in addition to just their certification.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm.
And over at the ARC of the Capital Area, we work with different programs. One in particular, the Juvenile Justice Program. Mm-hmm. We work with kids with developmental disabilities. And some of these kids are on probation or considered at risk. And so we go into the schools, and once we attend the annual meetings, the ARD meetings, we are able to pinpoint where the areas of need are. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things that we do is we advocate strongly for the family and for the child in making sure that the students are in the right classes. And in that event, we also help the parents navigate through the special education system, which is really important because it's within that critical time that they need to understand what their rights are as a parent. And so we go in there and we are the bridge that gaps the school and the family in making sure that we have one common goal, and that is the success of the student.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that ARD meeting is the admission review and dismissal meeting mm-hmm. that all of our students who are receiving services have. And it's so important because it's that group of critical people mm-hmm. in the life of the student and in the school life. and as well as the parent or the guardian of a student. They come together and they plan an individualized program for each student. So it's very important that that conversation is embedded with high expectations for our students, really looking at our student needs, but also our student abilities, capabilities, and those potentials. What kind of services can we be sure to provide to students to help them to reach their capacity and their potential? So that meeting that you mentioned and that we all help support is so very important for the student.
Our volunteers and staff are required to attend the arts, and so that we can report that back to court.
Absolutely.
And the other piece is sometimes the parents can't be involved at the stage where our children are involved.
Right, absolutely. Great. So it does take a community.